Okay, breeders, today is May 20th. We are in week 14. We got 2 more weeks left to send birds in. Building's filling up. It is looking good. We're going to have a good year this year. I've had some problems with the clocking system. We talked about it last week. I asked for some help, and I'm a kind of guy who I will give credit where credit is due. Lucas from the Crooked River, no problem. Sent me some pictures of his traps. Asked him, it was no problem. Stand-up guy. Tony from the Cerberus Classic helped me out, took it upon himself to help me out with how those traps are supposed to be lined. There's 2 stand-up guys. I didn't get a chance to get birds in Tony's race this year. I'm in Lucas's, but I promise you I will be in both their races next year. And if anybody else you want to find a good race, those are stand-up gentlemen. Couldn't say anything more about them. All right, to get on to the thing, we did have the old traps, had bobs in them to slow the birds down. We only had 1 pad. I've redesigned the traps. Some of you saw them on Facebook this week. Now the pads run longitudinal to the building. So each bird that comes in has to cross 2 scan areas to get into the building. I did a test yesterday. We only made 1. We did a test yesterday, and there's supposed to be 359 birds. Got them all out, chased them up, came in, clock read 359. So we didn't miss a 1. They were a little slow going in because it was a new trap, but today we're working hard, getting everything set up, getting the 2 new traps painted and installed so they look just like the old ones. Shouldn't be any problem, and we should be flying here in the next day or 2 with no issues. And with each bird having to cross the pad 2 times, even if they pile in, they should all get caught. The new traps are drop traps where there's no bobs, so it catches them when they walk in. I already have 1, they call it expansion module from Unicon, that actually boosts the signal to 4 pads. We have 1 here. We've got it hooked up. We worked on the first 4. I'm going to order another one tomorrow when they open, and then we're only going to have 8 holes now. It was 16. I have to turn the traps. That's just the way it is. So we're going to have 8 holes. There'll be 2 expansion modules, so everything should be boosted good where we don't miss any birds, and every bird coming in is going to have to cross 2 pads, and it should work out fine. We didn't miss any yesterday, but I'm not getting my hopes up too high until after we get them out flying. They're used to coming in. But today we're recutting the holes, making everything where it's perfect, level where they just walk over and run right into the hole, and we'll see what happens. Health still looks pretty good. As of today, I want to say there's 615 or 616 birds here. We got 2 weeks left. I've already had a bunch of calls, so the guys are going to get their birds in next week or the week after, and then 2 more weeks of shipping, and then that's it. We're not taking any more in. For the last 5 weeks in a row, we've got over 50 pigeons. I'm hoping that for the next 2 weeks, that'll put us over 700 birds, and I think that'll be a good race, and we'll see how it goes. All right, I wanted to give a plug to Tony at the Cerberus Classic, and I want to give a plug to Lucas at the Crooked River Challenge. Those guys stepped up, and it is a business, running the 1 loft race, and I understand that some guys would not want to do anything you can do to help you. Those 2 had no problem. Step up and say, hey, let's get you straightened out. So send your birds in to the Beach Classic, and then if you're looking for an extra race, send in them next year. We're getting the bobs in today. 615 or 16, 17 birds here, whatever it is. Everything looks good. One thing, we put the automatic water in last week, and that's really worked out nice. I've got a 3-gallon jug, and this week we got some Ropa B. So in the mornings when I feed them, I've been mixing up a 3-gallon jug, some Ropa B. We already been using the Primalac, but I set that out, take that automatic water down. The birds all come up when they eat. They come up, get their first or second drink, drinking out of the jug that has their good stuff in it. And then as soon as they're all done drinking, I pull that jug out and then hook up the automatic water. So if later in the day they got fresh water, that's what they have. And it's been working out pretty good. I should have put one of those in 2 or 3 years ago, even with my own personal birds. Everything looks good. We're finally starting to heat up here in Georgia. So for you guys that are going to send birds in next week or the week after, please let them get a good drink. Make sure to hydrate. We had some birds come in the week before last. They were caught and chipping an extra day. When they got here, there was one that expired in the box, and I really hate to see that. And it was even worse to call the guy and have to send him pictures and all that stuff that his bird was expired in the box. So make sure they're hydrated for the next 2 weeks if you're sending them in, and everything looks good. We're gonna get ready here. I'll be starting taking a look at the molt, see how we are. Most of these older birds, I've already been chasing some of them. They've been building nests on the floor that got here early. They'll be chased out. We're getting ready to start pulling feathers for the 9th and 10th and getting those birds ready. I'm just holding off till I get every last bird here, make sure everybody's healthy, and then we'll take an individual look at each bird, go through and start pulling feathers and get everybody squared away where we're getting ready to have a race series. Alright guys, that's it for today. I should have the new traps painted, installed, and be functioning here in the next day or two. And then we'll start seeing some law flies on Wing Companion. And just as soon as we hit June 1st, when there's no more birds coming in, then there'll be a final inventory, and then we'll start showing every day's law flies. Alright guys, enjoy your Sunday.